Hello, welcome to this tutorial. Today we are going to talk about articles a, an, and the. Let's get started. Articles are words that define a noun as specific or unspecific. Now, in the English language, there are two types of articles. One is indefinite, a or an, and the other is definite, the. Let's have a look at the example over here. A nurse. The hospital I'm working in is huge. Now the article a defines the noun nurse, which is unspecific. And the article the defines the noun hospital, which is specific. The indefinite article takes two forms, a or an. Now use the indefinite article a when it precedes a word that begins with a consonant, and use the indefinite article an when it precedes a word that begins with a vowel. Let's have a look at the following examples. A table, an umbrella, a university, an honest person. Note that the indefinite article a indicates that a noun refers to a general idea rather than a particular thing. Have a look at the following sentence. What does a fox say? The article a defines the noun fox, which is general. And we use an or a when the listener does not know which person or thing we are talking about. Have a look at the following example. Helen's brother works in a factory. I don't know which factory exactly. A defines the noun factory. The factory is unknown. And if we refer to something for the first time, it will be new information for the listener. And so we use a or an. And when referring to the same thing again, make sure to use the, because now the listener knows what we are talking about. Have a look at the following sentence. I bought a new computer. It's really great. The computer is much better than the previous one. New computer, the computer. Note that the definite article is the word the, and it limits the meaning of a noun to one particular thing. We use the when it is clear which thing or person we are talking about. Let's have a look at the sentence below. The cake is in the fridge. I know that Kate made it. The listener knows where the cake is and who made it. So we use the article the. Note that we also use the definite article the with a, nationalities and other groups. For example, the French, the Italian, the old, the poor. B with time. For example, in the past, in the future, but at present. C with superlatives. For example, you are the first one. D musical instruments. I played the piano as a kid. E. With countries which are a group or plural. For example, the US, the UK, the United Arab Emirates, the Netherlands. F. Names of ships. We sailed on the Claudia. G. Oceans. The Pacific, the Atlantic. H. Rivers. The Amazon, the Nile. Note that we use zero article with plural and uncountable nouns when we are generally talking about something. Have a look at the examples below. Dogs are not allowed in that shop. In this sentence, we are talking about dogs in general. And in this sentence, the dogs next door were barking at night. We are talking about the particular dogs, the dogs next door. Now let's review and practice a bit. Remember that we use the indefinite article a when it precedes a word that begins with a consonant. And we use the indefinite article an when it precedes a word that begins with a vowel. Have a look at the following list of words and fill in the blank using the appropriate article. Apple, an apple. European country, a European country. Talented actor, a talented actor. Union, a union. Monk, a monk. Also note that the indefinite article a indicates that a noun refers to a general idea rather than a particular thing. Have a look at the sentence below and fill in the gap using the appropriate article. Should I get her gift? I've just met her. Should I get her a gift? Now, if we refer to something for the first time, it will be new information for the listener. So we must use a or an. And when referring to the same thing again, make sure to use the, because now the listener knows what we're talking about. Have a look at the sentence below and fill in the gap using the appropriate article. Well, I bought dress for the upcoming party. I'll go to a spa, get a hairdo, and I'll look amazing in dress. Well, I bought a dress for the upcoming party. I'll go to a spa, get a hairdo, and I'll look amazing in the dress. Note that we use the definite article the with nationalities and other groups, time, superlatives, musical instruments, countries, which are a group or plural, names of ships, oceans, and rivers. Have a look at the examples below. The Russians, the British, the sick, the educated. In the near future, but at present. The best performance, to play the flute, the UK, the Netherlands, to sail on the Mary, the Indian Ocean, the Thames. Also note that we use zero article with plurals and uncountable nouns when we are generally talking about something, as in this sentence below. Fruit and vegetables are food for your health. Here is a short story using articles a, an, and the. Listen as I read so you see how they are used in real life conversation. After I'm done, make sure you understand all the grammar and read aloud yourself to work on your own fluency and pronunciation. Liz, can I get you anything? A cup of coffee would be nice. I feel extremely exhausted. I haven't thought that flying over the Atlantic would be the worst trip I've ever taken. And you know that I hate train rides the most? Well, the flight was delayed too, so you were stuck at the airport for a longer period of time. I'm just hoping that in the near future, we'll build a teleport. Then traveling from the US to the Netherlands won't take that long. I wish it were like that. Here's your coffee. Thank you. Now time for you to practice on your own. Read the following sentences and fill in the gaps with a, an, or the. And note that sometimes no article is needed. A. Dog that bit me ran away. Wounds were treated by doctor. Dr. Smith is professional. B. Rabbits are small mammals in family Leporidae. C. Love is wonderful thing. D. Olivia is English teacher. She's not working at present. E. I didn't want to go parking lot, so I went home on foot. It was only 15-minute walk. Now, let's check your answers. The dog that bit me ran away. The wounds were treated by the doctor. Dr. Smith is a professional. Rabbits are small mammals in the family Leporidae. Love is a wonderful thing. Olivia is an English teacher. She's not working at present. I didn't want to go to the parking lot, so I went home on foot. It was only a 15-minute walk. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Hello, welcome to this tutorial. Today, we are going to talk about demonstratives. This, that, these, and those. Let's get started. Demonstratives are words that show which person or thing is being referred to. Now, demonstratives show where an object, event, or person is in relation to the speaker. Note that they can refer to a physical or psychological closeness or distance. Now let's have a look at the example over here. This is Hugh and that is Kevin. Now the demonstrative this is referring to where Hugh is, who is physically close. And the demonstrative that is referring to where Kevin is, who is physically distant. Now when what we are referring to is near the speaker, we use the adverb here. And when it's far from the speaker, we use there. And when the noun is singular and uncountable, we use this for when it's near the speaker, and that for when it's far from the speaker. But when the noun is plural and countable, we use these for when it's near the speaker, and those when it's far from the speaker. Remember that demonstratives can be placed before the noun or the adjective that modifies the noun. Let's have a look at the examples below. That old man stole my purse. The demonstrative that modifies the adjective old, which modifies the noun man. These oranges are delicious. These modifies oranges. Also note that demonstratives can appear before a number by itself when the noun is understood from context. Have a look at the sentence over here. I'll take this one, please. I'll take this watermelon, please. Now these sentences are both the same. In this sentence, we have watermelon, which is understood from context. So instead of saying, I'll take this watermelon, please, we can say, I'll take this one, please. One referring to watermelon. Note that demonstratives can be used by themselves when the noun they modify is understood from context. Have a look at these sentences below. Those aren't yours. Put them back. Those shoes aren't yours. Put them back. Shoes in this sentence is understood from context. And so we can use the demonstrative by itself, as in the example over here. Those aren't yours. Put them back. Now, when talking about events, the near demonstratives are often used to refer to the present, while the far demonstratives often refer to the past. Have a look at the sentences below. This situation is quite unstable. The demonstrative this is referring to a present event, situation. That event made me realize how important my family is to me. In this sentence, the demonstrative that is referring to a past event that made me realize how important my family is to me. Now, time for us to review and practice a bit. Remember that we use demonstratives to show where an object, event, or person is in relation to the speaker. Have a look at the sentence below and fill in the gaps using the appropriate demonstratives. This is Mary, and these are my parents, John and Anne. Also, remember that demonstratives are placed before the noun or the adjective that modifies the noun. Have a look at the sentence over here. Fill in the gap using the appropriate demonstrative. Can you see that red car over there? I think I've seen it somewhere else before. Note that we can place demonstratives before a number by itself when the noun is understood from context. Have a look at the sentence over here and find the noun that can be understood from context and then replace it with a number. Note to use demonstratives before a number. These earrings aren't as nice as those earrings. These two aren't as nice as those two. Also note that demonstratives can't be used by themselves when the noun they modify is understood from context. Have a look at the sentence below and find the noun that the demonstrative modifies and that can't be understood from context. The gossip about Pam has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with me. Note that when talking about events, the near demonstratives are often used to refer to the present, while the far demonstratives are often used to refer to the past. Have a look at the sentence over here and fill in the gap using the appropriate demonstrative. This job was a waste of time. I didn't get any experience. Here is a short story using demonstratives. Listen as I read so you can see how they are used in real-life conversation. After I'm done, make sure you understand all the grammar and read aloud yourself so that you can work on your own fluency and pronunciation. Good morning. How can I help you? Hi, I'm looking for a formal dress. Could you help me find one? Yes, of course. Maybe we could try this one. We got this dress only a day ago. I'm sure you'll be the only one wearing it. Honestly, I don't really like this color. Maybe you could show me that one over there? I like the print a lot. Surely. And what about the shoes? I have a picture on my phone. I want something like that. I think those ones are quite similar. You have excellent taste. Let me get those for you. Now time for you to practice on your own. Have a look at the following sentences and fill in the gaps using this or these. A. Hey, why are you scared? Pointing at a snake. B. Which bags are yours? Once. Could you help me with them? C. You are always late. It's not true. I'm right on time. D. Harry Potter? Movie is my absolute favorite. E. People are boring. I might leave the party early. F. Is Mr. Johns? No. Is Mr. Adams? Mr. Johns is over there. G. Is for me? I'm so touched. H. Tickets are so expensive. I don't know if I can afford them. I. Is unbelievable. I can't understand why they did to her. G. Are the books you asked for? Now let's check your answers. Hey, why are you scared? This, pointing at a snake. Which bags are yours? These ones. Could you help me with them? You are always late. This is not true. I am right on time. Harry Potter? This movie is my absolute favorite. These people are boring. I might leave the party early. Is this Mr. Johns? No, this is Mr. Adams. Mr. Johns is over there. This is for me? I'm so touched. These tickets are so expensive. I don't know if I can afford them. This is unbelievable. I can't understand why they did this to her. These are the books you asked for. Thank you for watching this tutorial.